Chapter 23 Searching for the Prisoner. Simon and Scepter looked on at the battle below. Scepter turned to Simon and said, "This should make it easier. There will be less guards." Simon got onto Scepter's back and they continued climbing up the rock face. At the wall there were 2 guards. Simon looked up and wondered what they were going to do now. Before he could say anything, 2 of Scepter's tentacles reached up and wrapped around the heads of the 2 guards. Scepter closed her eyes for a couple of seconds and then smiled when she opened them. Scepter climbed up over the wall and straight past the guards, who just stood there like statues. "What did you just do?" Simon asked as they glided across the stone floor. "I read their minds and changed a few memories," she replied. "You what?" "I know where Lily is," Scepter replied, before she climbed some steps and up the outside of an ice tower. She jumped from that tower to another and then onto a balcony of ice. She reached in through the bars on the window and opened the door from the inside. "Here we are," she said as they entered a small room with ice walls, a door, and the entrance where the stairs came up. "Hello?" came a voice from the other side of the door. "Lily!" exclaimed Simon as he rushed to the door. He could see her through the bars on the window. She was chained to the wall. "Are you okay?" he asked. "I'm not feeling great," she replied. Simon turned to Scepter. "Can you open this?" he asked. "I can try," she replied. She tried using one of her tentacles to pick the lock, but that didn't work. She took a deep breath and then grabbed the door with all of her tentacles. She pulled with all the strength she could. The metal hinges bent and the wooden door splintered as she yanked it away. Simon rushed into Lily and tried to undo the chains. "Don't worry, we'll get you out of here," he said. "It's too late," Lily murmured. "It's too late for that." "No, it's not too late," Simon said, bending down to her. "It is," she replied. "I'm 13 today." What? What does that mean?" "It means my time in Nubaganda is finished." "What? Why?" he asked, turning to look at Scepter, who was still recovering from pulling off the door. He turned back to Lily, and she was starting to fade. "Lily!" Simon shouted. "Lily!" She kept on fading. "You know what you have to do," she said to him with a smile and winked. "See you later." Then she faded into nothing. She was gone. Scepter came up behind Simon and wrapped one of her tentacles around him, comforting him. Simon turned to her. "What happened?" he asked. "Children can only stay in Nubaganda until the hour of their 13th birthday. After that, they can never come back," she explained in a soft, calming voice. They could hear someone coming up the stairs. Simon and Scepter stood up, ready to face whoever it was. A large brown wolf ran into the room, and then Kenny, and then Sarah, followed by a blue and a red bird. "Kenny! Sarah!" Simon exclaimed. "Simon!" they both said in unison and ran to hug him. "We thought you were dead," Sarah said, holding back tears. "What happened to you?" "I can't remember. The meteor hit me, and then I woke up in Scepter's home," Simon explained. "This is Scepter." "Hello," Scepter said gently. "She saved me," Simon continued. "Then we came here to rescue Lily." He paused. "But she's gone." "Why's she gone?" Sarah asked, stroking the head of the brown wolf. "Children can only stay in Nubaganda until their 13th birthday," Simon replied. They all heard the sound of a large trumpet blowing. The wolf's ears pricked up. He knew what it was. He turned to the others. "The pollution and the wolves have been defeated, and they must be on the run. Quick, this way," he said, turning to the door. The others followed him down to a large balcony. The horn sounded again. Down below them, the Yuppies were gathering up their wounded and the prisoners they had captured. 2 purple flags were being waved about in celebration. In the distance, there was a group of the pollution and wolves running towards the horizon. A small group of Yuppies were chasing after them. The battle had been ferocious, but the Yuppies had been victorious. "It's Yuri!" exclaimed Sarah, pointing towards one of the Yuppies who was dancing like a maniac in front of a bonfire. "I'm glad he's all right." The 2 birds who had been sitting on the wall turned to Kenny and Sarah, tilted their heads, chirped, and then flew away. "Bye-bye, birdies," Sarah said as she waved them goodbye. "Who's Yuri?" Simon asked, turning to them. "He's one of the Yuppies who we met on our way here. They're really quite nice," Kenny replied. "And guess what we found?" Sarah asked with a grin. "Kenny, show him," she said, giving him a nudge. "The sapphire orb," Kenny said excitedly, taking the orb out of the satchel he had been carrying. "Where did you find that?" Simon asked. "It was right underneath here," Sarah replied. "So we have 2, Simon said, thinking about what they were going to do next. "Now you must travel through the plains, then across the sea to the desert," explained Sceptra. "That is where the last orb is said to be hidden." "Can you show us the way?" Kenny asked. "No, I cannot," she replied. "I must get back to the water. The trip across the plains would be too much." "Is there any other way?" Simon asked. "No," she replied. "This is my home, and it is where I am meant to stay." "I can take you to the water's edge," the wolf added, wanting to be helpful. "Are you sure?" Sarah asked, still not sure whether they should fully trust him. "Yes," he replied. "I want to help." "Let's go then," Simon said. They made their way out of the now deserted palace and down to the ice plains. Simon said his goodbye to Scepter. Kenny and Sarah waved to Yuri, Uni, Uti, and the rest of their family before they turned and started their trek across the ice.